Hey, what's going on, YouTubers and people of the YouTube world? My name is Gary. Some people call me G. When I write under the moniker of Soul Center. Uh, just a variety of different things, but Gary or G will perfectly work out fine. Anyway, this is my first official YouTube video. I've never actually done one before, and so I'm actually nervous and excited and just experiencing a variety of emotions. Um, but I'm doing this video as part of a challenge that was issued by a good Facebook friend of mine and fellow author, Letters to My Bully, which is available. I would say iTunes, but iTunes is music, so uh, Amazon.com and a couple of other places. But it's an anthology about bullying that myself and her and a variety of authors had appeared in last year, and I was very honored. That was like the first time I ever actually appeared in anything, and that someone looked at little old me, like I write, but I guess I never really took myself that seriously to actually be published, and so it's kind of weird looking at myself being published in a book and something that was so timely, and that has definitely affected me personally. So shout out to Glover Lane Press. Shout out to my Letters to My Bully family, and shout out to Tiffany Poetic Old Soul for friending me and just kind of keeping up with me since then. But anywho, she issued this challenge to old YouTubers and new YouTubers, to like post a video a week for the months of October and November. Like I said, I've never really done this before, so I'm actually quite excited. I'm a little nervous, and just to see what this all ends up coming down to. So, as she like posted, asked the people to do this, and it seems like a ton of people are on board. So I'm very excited to see like who we end up connecting with and what I end up seeing over these next coming weeks. Um, God, I think I just almost kind of lost my train of thought. So, yeah, so she's issued this challenge. There's like old people, not old people, but like old YouTubers, and then like new guys such as myself, who are attempting to do this challenge. And so, like, as I'm making this video, I was trying to think, well, what am I going to talk about? I can talk about a variety of things, but I don't know if I really want y'all all in my business like that. But perhaps y'all won't be. Maybe we'll be in other people's business. That could be one thing, but I don't really like to gossip too much. So most likely you will be in my business, finding out like what goes on with me and all of that good stuff. So, anywho, like I said, trying to think about what I was going to talk about, and all of that good stuff, and I really just don't know. So, um, one of the things that I thought that I would talk about, and maybe, well, yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll just talk about it. Like I mentioned before, like I write poetry and I do perform on occasion. I haven't been doing it as much this year. This year has been really kind of tough for me. I lost my mother in the month of April, and she had got really sick around the end of January. So for almost 3 months, was running back and forth to the hospital and kind of putting myself on hold and, just trying to make sure that my mom was okay and taking care of her business. And then, dealing with the reality that she was sick. And during that time period, like I really didn't write too much. Like I would go to write in my journal, and I really didn't have a whole lot to say about the situation. And even now, like I think about it, like I've written some things, but I haven't written a whole lot um, about it. Don't know if that's because like I'm still kind of processing this whole death thing and what it means to grieve. Like I miss her. I miss her quite a bit. But I'm very glad to have had her for the time that I did, seeing as my mother really wasn't supposed to be here at all, based on the time period in which she was born. and then what she came into the world with in regards to her physical body, and then just the different challenges that she had to endure growing up, and then even being told when she got pregnant with me many moons ago that she would not be able to carry me full term. And lo and behold, 37 years later, like I stand here today, um, just yeah, standing here today. So I'm just very grateful that as a woman and as a person, she really just defied odds. And when I look back and I think about her life right now, that's really what it was all about. And like I said, she was born being told that she couldn't do a number of things, and my mother did quite a bit before she left out of here. So I feel like she lived a full and very beautiful life. So, like I said, I haven't written too much about her, but I did want to share one of my journal entries that I did write shortly after her death. Um, I don't know who this may be for. This may just personally be for me and something that I need to do for myself. But so here goes. Like I said, my mother died at the end of April. She died on April 29th, 2013. And I wrote this on May 13th, 2013. So here goes. It's been 2 weeks to the day, and this feeling is still way surreal. Like, I know that my mother is gone, and yet I don't know. I'm really trying to understand this grieving thing, my own process in particular. Yesterday was Mother's Day, my first one without Miss Donna here, and I felt celebratory, not saddened by her non physical presence. Is this normal? I mean, what is so different about Mother's Day that I should embody and experience this extra rush of emotion because she is not here as the invalid she had become? Am I sounding too harsh? Perhaps instead of sadness, I am experiencing anger. Anger because of people's perceptions about how I should be handling the transition of my mother. I'm not sure what crying every time I think about her is supposed to do for me. Am I saddened by her death? Yeah, more than I can articulate in words, and yet I am filled with such a peaceful presence when I remember. Perhaps I'm projecting onto others and not dealing with my emotions in their proper context. I mean, a very significant person who was beyond influential in my development has passed, and yet I'm not so distraught that I am unable to function in my own day-to-day existence. My bills must still be paid. Handling mom's affairs remains a priority, and I yet have breath in my pretty much healthy body. What exactly should I be mourning when I think of my mother? My memories? I have some of the greatest memories of that fiery, life-lived, love-filled individual that that kept me on cloud 672. It's that deep. Do I mourn her existence? I mean, my mother was born in 1957 at less than 2 pounds and wasn't supposed to survive past her first month of life. She wasn't supposed to carry either of her sons to full term. Labeled mentally retarded at a young age, she wasn't supposed to function autonomously when she became an adult. For several years, she didn't, but God. In her late 20s, she was informed that she would lose her leg 10 years later. She will lose her leg in 10 years, I'm sorry. Age 56, she transitioned with both her legs intact. A little worse for wear, but intact nonetheless. My mother was challenged by life and proved how much of a conqueror she could be over her circumstances time and time again. She had no fancy name or job title, didn't always follow the rules. Mayhaps maybe made a few wrong turns as she navigated single motherhood with prayers, courage, meager resources, and a tenacity that superseded her labeled station in life. Exactly what should I be mourning when remembering Miss Donna? Her sass, wit, flair for fashion. Perhaps I should bemoan her generosity. Perhaps, duh, I need to learn how to read my own writing. Perhaps I should bemoan her generous, how generous she could be when loaning money to family who most times wouldn't pay her back, but would squeeze a nickel for life when it came to material accoutrements such as shoes, clothing, fine dining, and her wigs. Oh goodness, I'm sorry. Am I almost done? And her wigs. I should maybe mourn the fact that I inherited many of these traits, though not that penny pinching skill or her almost obsession with cleaning. Wit, check. Humor, check. Fashion sense, check. A nurturing spirit, check. A zest for life in spite of circumstances have done that have that have hindered many, blah, and empowered more to continue towards the land of destiny. So that's all I wrote in regards to her and what I have felt. And since then, I still kind of feel the same way. I definitely have my moments of sadness when I think about her. And, it could be like a song or like lately, like that Cheerios commercial with like the mother and the son is asking mom, did they have Cheerios when you were growing up? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, well, did grandma give you like Cheerios? And she's like, yeah. And he just kind of looks at his mother and then he says, wow, so that means grandma's eating Cheerios with us right now, or, something along the lines of that. And like every time I see that commercial, like I am in tears. And it's weird because whenever I see it, I'm at work and I'm at my desk just sniffling and tears running down my face. But I just remember. And so yeah, so it's just little odd things like that. I have no idea what this grief process is supposed to look like. I know everyone keeps telling me that I need to cry and do all of those things. I do. So not to say that I don't, but I don't think my mother would want me crying. One thing she probably would want me to do is probably clean this dirty ass room that we're sitting in right now, but that's a whole nother story in and of itself. And thankfully, you guys can't really see that mess. But I know one day she's going to climb up out of that urn when she figures out how to do that. And I'm going to come home and this room is just going to be clean and spotless. And that will be because she got tired of looking at it. So I think that's it, people. Um, I hope that you had a wonderful time. Watching this video. Please definitely leave comments below and all of that stuff. Hopefully there are no haters, but I guess if people hate you, then you must be doing something right. So, haters, I would appreciate it if you would stay off of my page. But if you must come, at least spell my name correctly when you say what it is that you say. And please use spell check. That is like so important. If you are unsure, please spell check your hateful messages before you send them to me. Thank you. Have a great day, and I love you all. Mwah.